Okay guys, welcome back to the course, and of course this is the third video in the series, and I am on the admin section. Now I promised you on the third video that we're going to be looking at the admin section of the application. So this is the page, and of course this is the URL localhost /result checker /admin. So once you navigate to this section, you're going to click enter, and that should bring you to this particular page where I am. So we're going to try to log into the admin section now, and also we have some validation here in check as well. If you try to log in without entering the username and the password, you're going to get an error message that tells you that username is required, and you enter the wrong username. For example, maybe I enter admin2, which I of course know is the wrong username, and I enter the right password in this case, and I try to log in. I see I get this also error message also, so please double check your details. Alright, so I'm gonna log in with the correct information now. Let's log in without the password. See, I check the password can be empty, and I enter the wrong password. It's gonna give me double check your details as an error message. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter the right password in this case, and of course there we are. This is the admin dashboard of the application. So here we have a form, okay, that an admin has to use in uploading a result for a particular student. And on the right hand section here we have the menu. You can see the first link here links back to the dashboard. Then we have the second link here that says view pin request, and the third one says view uploaded results, and you have the view all students and generate pin, logouts, and of course need assistance, a phone number to call. This can be any number to call for assistance. Now I'm going to start with this first of all, with how this particular form works. So the first information here is the student's class. So an admin has to select the class of the student to upload the result for, and we have the student name, we have the examination year, the examination type, and also a section where the admin has to select the PDF file of the student result. Now starting from this section here, if I click to select the class, obviously the class student name loads automatically. Now we am doing this with the use of Ajax. As you can see, there is no page refreshing before this particular information appears. So I'm going to show you how this can be implemented easily. So by the time you select a class, you see the name of the student shows automatically. Now if you do not select a class, maybe you click on this first entry result, you have select class first. Now what happens if you select a class that does not have students in it? You get an error that tells you names not found. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to select the class, I'm going to select the name. So this is it, the student, and examination year I'm going to select 2019, and examination term I'm going to select first term. Now if you try to upload the result without selecting the file, you're going to get an error message that tells you please select the PDF file of the student result. And mind you, there is also a validation here which we added in the form, in the input tag of this particular form field. Now that we only want PDF files to be selected, so the user cannot select any other file apart from a PDF file. So you're forcing the user to select a PDF file in this particular section. Now as a matter of fact, I'm going to come back to this particular section. I'm just going to go to the menu section to show you how some of the menu the content you have on the menu section looks like. Now the first is view pin request. Now this section handles all the class serial numbers that every student may have requested in the application. So every student who have checked their results, all the serial numbers they've requested be shown in this particular section for the admin to view. So I'm going to click right there. So as you can see, we have a Bootstrap table here in check that has a serial number, that is the number starting from number 1, and the pin that the particular student requested for, the date the pin was issued, and the expiry date of the pin, and of course the student who is actually using that particular pin. Okay, so we have it listed here. So these are about 17 students, about 22 students or thereabout in the application have purchased a pin from the school. Okay, 22 students have purchased a pin from the school. Okay, so I'm going to go back to view the next menu, which is view uploaded results. So admin also has the option of viewing all the results that's been uploaded for the students. So as you can see, this is the serial number as well. 1 to 3 result for now has been uploaded by the admin. Class ID, this is for classes year 7, year 10, and of course year 7 again. And the student name here is Alfred Okeke, and we have Omige Esther and Okoro Victory. These are the 3 students whose result has been uploaded, and the exam year, as you can see here, is all 2019, and the term is first term. Now under the action section, we have 3 different things we can do here. We have the delete, we have the view, and of course we have the download. Okay, now if admin clicks on delete, this particular result gets deleted from the database, and if you click on view, you are going to view the result of the particular student, and download actually downloads the result. Now I also need to point out that on mobile, this view and download button tends to do the same thing, because a mobile device does not have any PDF viewer in check, so it has to download it first of all before you can actually view the particular result on mobile. So I'm going to go ahead and click on view for this particular student. This opens in a new tab where we can view the result of the student. So this is the result of the student. So now you can design your own school results any way you want to, upload to this particular platform, and the student can check. Okay, so if I come back here and I click on download, you'll notice that the result automatically gets downloaded to my system for this particular student. Okay, now if I come to maybe delete, I want to delete a particular record, and I come to delete, it tells me result deleted successfully, and I click on OK, I get redirected back to the results page, and as you can see, we have only 2 results here remaining. The third one has been deleted. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the admin dashboard from here. So the next thing I want to look at is the view all students menu, so the link. So I'm going to click on view all students. Now here I have the student information. It's a paragraph that says view all students data. Now if you notice here, we have a search students text box, but mind you, we have not actually added the search functionality yet, but that will be added later on in the tutorial. Okay, I'm going to add this functionality, and we're going to be doing that together. So by the time you search for a student, the student information gets displayed on this particular section of the table. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to add that in the tutorial, so stick with me in this tutorial, and you also learn how this functionality can be added. But first of all, let's quickly look at what we have already going on here. So we have the students, all this information of the students being loaded from the database: the name, the sex, the class of the student, the registration number, their username, their PIN number, and of course their card serial number. Okay, and we have the action section here that has a date and delete, of course. So also I have a pagination in check here. If you scroll down, okay, as a pagination here that goes from page 1 to page 15. I'm going to also show you how to add a pagination in Bootstrap table. So now as you can see on the first section here, you are on page 1 of 15. So if you go ahead and click on any page, so this particular place here will change to tell you the current number, the page you are, and the total number of pages that we have in this particular section. So as you can see on page 8 of 15. Alright, so that's it. Now here also you can delete a particular student, and also on this section of edit, I am going to be adding this later also, and it's going to be a Bootstrap model, so you don't have to click on edit and go to showing you how to add the this particular section with the Bootstrap model. Okay, so you don't have to go to a new page whenever you want to edit a particular student information. Okay, so I'm going to be heading back to the admin dashboard from this particular section. So I'm going to take all of this away and hit enter to come back to the admin section. So another thing we're going to see here is the generate pin link. So I'm going to click on generate pin. This is where admin generates the pins for every student on the system. To generate pin, now as you can see, we have a placeholder here that says enter the number of pins to generate, and we also have a test here that says the maximum number of pins you can generate at a go is 100. Now we don't want to slow the system, the browser down, by allowing a admin to generate as number of pins as possible. So we want to limit this, okay, so that the browser will not crash down while the admin might be trying to generate a very long number of pins at the same time. So now I also have a little validation here. Okay, if you try to enter a non-number, see, that's not going to work. So if you enter 0, you get an error that tells you that please enter the number of pins to generate. So 0 is not actually recommended here. Now if you enter maybe a number that is more than the recommended 100, you also get an error. Let's say, for example, enter 101, and if you get an error that says number must be between 1 and 100. Okay, so I'm going to generate a few more pins. As you can see, we have about 42 pins generated, and if you notice here as well, under the status section, you see that some of the pins have the status of open and others have the status of close. So those that have status of open are pins that are still active on the system that any user or student can use. So anyone that is with a status of close is a pin that is already in use by another student and therefore cannot be used by a different person except the student who uses it the first time. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this section and I'm going to enter, let's example, I want to enter 6 pins to generate. So I'm going to enter 6 here and I'm going to click on the button that says generate. So we have a message that says pin generated successfully, and I'm going to give it some time to reload the page. So if you scroll down, you notice that our number of pins have increased. Before we had about 42, now we have 48 pins in this particular section, which shows that our 6 new pins were generated successfully from here down to this particular place. So this is where admin can generate as many number of pins as possible to be used by the student. So back again to the dashboard of the application of the admin section. So we have seen what all of these menu items do. So we're going to go back to this particular section. So let's say we want to upload a result for a particular student. How do you go about it? Okay, so first of all, like I told you earlier, you have to select the class of the student. Once you select the class, the student names in that particular class automatically loads by Ajax. So I'm going to click here. Let's say I want to upload the result for this particular student, Akasim Divine Favor. So I'm going to select this name, and I'm going to go to here. I will select examination here, of course. Then I will jump to examination term and I will select it first there. And I'm going to click on choose a file. So if you notice, I have only PDF files. If you come to this left section, you see Adobe Acrobat document.pdf files, only PDF files allowed. You can select another type of file except the PDF file. So in this case, I'm just going to select any random PDF file to use as a result for this particular student. Okay, so I will go to where I have my document. Let me go to downloads, look for any random document to use as a result for this particular student. Let's come to document. Let's have done. I'm going to use this particular one here that says scheme of work. So I'm going to click on this, select it, then I'll go ahead and click on upload result. Okay, we're going to give that some time. Oh, for some reason this is not showing, so I'm going to go back. Okay, what's going on? Okay, I think this has come. So for some reason my system was actually dragging at this point, so I'm going to close this off again. I'm going to close this off, and alright, so I will go ahead and choose a file again, and this is a scheme of work, and I will come back here to click on upload result. So clicking on that, we get the message that says result uploaded successfully. Alright, so the page will reload. Now if you come back to view uploaded result, you should see the result there, Ajax in divine favor. You can also view this and every other thing. Okay, so this is it, scheme of work. So assume this is student result. Okay, so I'm going to come back, close this out, and come back to this place, and remove this and move back to the dashboard. Now I also have to point out something to you. Okay, I also have another very important validation and check. So we don't allow admin to upload multiple results for a particular student for one time on 1 year. So if I try to upload this result again for this particular student, which is Ajax in divine favor, we select 2019-2 and first term, and I want to upload another result for this student, maybe this time around I select scheme of work 2, and I click on upload, I get an error message that says result has already been uploaded for first term 2019 for that particular student. And if you come back here to check, that result is not uploaded. Okay, so this is very important for an application like this. So you have to control the way results are being uploaded, so you don't upload results for a student multiple times. Alright, so this is an overview of the entire application, guys. So by in the next tutorial or the next video, we're going to start with developing the application proper. So thank you once again for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.